Okay, guys, come on in. We're getting ready to make some spaghetti. All right. So to this pot, I'm gonna go ahead and get it heating up. I got water in here, nothing but water. We're gonna boil our pasta in here, and then I have water here for corn, and then we're going to do some cheese-filled bread. All right. So we have 2 pounds, I believe, a little under 2 pounds of ground beef, bell peppers, onions, your seasonings of choice. Okay, your seasoning of choice. It won't take long at all. Now, normally I do ragu for my lasagna and prego for my spaghetti. I remember I had one jar and I couldn't remember which one I had. So I ended up with a jar of ragu and a jar of prego. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna mix it. While that's heating up, the smallest can possible of tomato paste. Okay. Oh, I dropped it. We're gonna have to there are 1,000,001 ways to make spaghetti. Okay? 1,000,001. We're gonna put just some nature seasoning in here. So we have the tomato, onion, and garlic prego, and then we have the ragu flavored with meat. Okay? My can opener didn't open this like it normally does. I'm gonna go back to the old way. I'm gonna show it to you online. There we go. All right. Make sure you guys are sharing. We're making spaghetti. Turn this up just a little bit. Make sure this pot is centered. So we're going to, I bought something today that I've never bought before. It is the pot-sized pasta. The pot-sized pasta. Okay? It's half length, but it's still 1 pound. Now, I can't show it to you because over here on TikTok, where we are cooking this live, they'll block your socks off. The pot-sized pasta. Now, I have the 7% lean ground beef. And normally that one doesn't have much grease. Okay? Normally it doesn't have much grease at all. So I'm watching to see what is it gonna come up with. I bought the tricolor peppers already cut up. Okay. I'm gonna let that go a little bit, and then we're going to add the onions. Turn this oven on 350 for this bread. I'm gonna go ahead and salt our water. The key to good pasta is to over salt the water and to under cook the pasta. Okay. Whoa, thank you, Miss GP. Over salt the water, undercook the pasta. Thank you, Miss Jean. And then a little oil. I had some already on. We're gonna open this new one. Whatever your preference is, I'm using avocado. But whatever kind of oil you have, you use that, okay? Some people say you don't have to put oil in the water. You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay? If you don't want to, you don't have to. Bring you a little bit closer. We're not cooking a big size spaghetti because I don't eat it. Okay? So this will be enough for everybody else. Yep, olive oil. Whatever kind of oil you can get your hand on, you can use it. Certainly. But there are a lot of people out here that say you don't have to salt your water. Okay? But that's personal. That is personal. We're going to drain this. Turn this flame off. Don't worry about burning yourself. Now I'm going to add my onions. This is the water for the corn. We can get us some butter, as much as you like, or it can stand, or it can handle. Now we're going to turn this flame down before you start adding that sauce in here. Go ahead and turn it down because it's going to start popping. It's going to be a cleanup on aisle 1. One ragu flavored with meat, 1 chunky tomato, garlic, and onion. Now, if you were raised by the older generation, you know when we grew up, they tell you to put a little water in that container, shake it up, and rinse that container out. I know a lot of us them got brand new. Matter of fact, times were so hard growing up, they would take these containers and wash them out real good. And you'll be, because they were glass, you'll be drinking tea and lemonade and everything else out of those containers right there. If you don't know, then you're missing out. Okay? We're going to take some tomato paste. You don't need this. I just like to use it. You don't have to worry about that tomato paste because once it gets down in here, in this heat, it's going to break it up. Or you can put it in first. Thank you, Miss Jean. You reached level 15. Okay, we're going to turn that back pot all the way up now. We're ready to drop our pasta in there. All right. Now, we're going to get some Italian seasoning. Any seasoning that you see me using is just my preference, okay? Just because you see me use something, that does not mean you must use it. You don't have to. It's just to give you an idea. This is garlic. We're going to use some complete Badia complete seasoning. That's my oven coming to temp. Some parsley, just because I like color. And this is accent. If you can't have it, don't use it. All right. Oh, and a little bit of sugar. I'm going to start with about a half of this. This is a 1/4 of a cup. It may look big, but it's only a 1/4 of a cup. But I'm going to start with half of it. Okay. Let's see what we get. It's to cut the acidity. And my kids love spaghetti. Oh, thank you, Miss Jean P. Let me see. My girl Nia. Nia, what's up, Nia? Nia, you gotta let me know when you come back to Columbia so I can hook you up. You know what I'm talking about. Pot-sized thin spaghetti. Now, I don't know about you all, but when I grew up, my mom would buy the regular size and she would break them in half. Y'all remember that? Well, use the whole box. I don't know if anybody grew up like I grew up. Let me get, let's see. Hey, Jane lady. Thank you. I just got the regular sweet corn, y'all. Green Giant. Okay. It's Green Giant corn. Nothing special about it. We already salted the water. We already put butter in it. Thank you for following whoever it was. I missed it. Al dente. Al dente. Al dente. All right. About 7 minutes. Turn that corn back up. Turn this back up just a little bit. We're using mozzarella cheese filled garlic bread. Thank you, April. What did it say? April Wilson. Let me turn that back pot down. Boiling real good back there. Slow your roll. Do you like that? You don't need butter or none of that stuff. Okay? You don't need none of that. You can get some of this gravy. Turn that off. And you need to see what this is looking like. When I say looking like, I mean tasting. So I guess I should say tasting like, right? Very strange. I don't eat spaghetti, but I gotta taste the sauce. Turn it up just a little bit. It needs more nature seasoning, which I knew it would. But I always want to teach you all or show you all a more excellent way. You always want to taste it because you can add as much. You can add as much seasoning here that you need, but you can't take it out. Okay? You can add just as much as you need, but you cannot take it out. Can't taste this. Now this time, and I'm going to use the rest of that sugar. This time I won't have to taste it because I know it's where I need it to be. And I knew I was going to need this, but I wanted to show y'all. All right? That's 1/4 of a cup. I know a lot of people grew up, they didn't eat, they didn't put any sugar in their spaghetti well, their parents didn't when they were growing up. My mom did, my grandparents did, but not my grandparents, but my aunts, uncles, everybody. They don't make it sweet, but you need a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna turn that off. Just to kind of boil you a little bit. Anybody on here other than me don't eat spaghetti? I knew that was hot. You have to watch that bubbling. That's what have you with a mess. You love spaghetti, Miss Jean P? So here's the thing about, to me, it always works better once you get your sauce where it needs to be. Then kind of where it needs to be, and then start cooking your pasta. You don't have to worry about it sticking and gathering because it's gonna, once you drain it, it's gonna come straight in here. I normally always make too much sauce I took a bag out of the freezer that I have some sauce in, just in case I didn't have enough. I mean, it looks like I'm playing with it, but I'm just trying to get my ratio right. I think we good. I think we're good. So I'm going to take the rest of this pasta, right? I'm going to let it cool. I'm going to take the rest of it, I'm going to let it cool, and then I'm going to make me a little small pasta salad. That's what I'm going to eat tonight. A little small pasta salad with the rest of this pasta. That's what I'm going to eat. Now leave it on. Don't turn it off. Leave it on low. Let it simmer and come together. You don't want to have more, and see, the way that I show you is much easier. You don't want to have a whole lot of sauce and not enough pasta, or noodles, as we said growing up. You want to have a whole lot of noodles. Neither vice versa. Let me look at this bread. What are you all having for dinner? It's getting there, but it ain't there yet. And that's what we are having for dinner.